To the 27th newsletter from the Centre of Excellence Deafblind. In this issue, we share deafblind awareness activities from around Australia and other information and upcoming events. If you have any updates on activities relevant to deafblindness, please let us know. Please contact deafblind@ableaustralia.org.au. Centre of Excellence Deafblind. Advocacy Survey. We want to know what you most want us to advocate about with regards to deafblindness in Australia. Please complete our advocacy survey here at www.surveymonkey.com/r/ZXVZD6B. Video Interaction Guidance Training. The Centre of Excellence, in partnership with Video Interaction Guidance Australia, will run the Video Interaction Guidance Initial Training course. It will be on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd and 24th of October, 6 to 9:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Cost is $600. For more information or to register, please email deafblind@ableaustralia.org.au. The Centre of Excellence continues to work on a number of research and advocacy projects. To keep updated with information about the Centre of Excellence Deafblind, please visit ableaustralia.org.au/research. Around Australia. Able Australia. Deafblind Awareness Week. Able Australia partnered with Vision Australia, Charge Syndrome, Australasia, Usher Kids, and Deafblind Victoria to yarn bomb 3 Victorian politicians on the steps of Parliament House. The politicians were Paul Edbrook, MP, Parliamentary Secretary to the Treasurer, Tim Richardson, MP, Parliamentary Secretary for Health Infrastructure and Parliamentary Secretary for Mental Health and Suicide Prevention, and Ewan Walters, MP, Parliamentary Secretary for Disability. ComGuide Training. We will run our next ComGuide training in partnership with Deafblind Victoria. It'll be on Monday the 9th and Tuesday the 10th of September, 9 to 4 p.m. each day. The cost is $600. For more information or to register, please email deafblind@ableaustralia.org.au. Deafblind Australia. DBA continues to advocate for the needs of deafblind people across Australia. Despite recent funding cuts, DBA is still working behind the scenes to make sure the needs of deafblind people are considered when government is making decisions that impact their lives. We continue to work closely with the NDIA and the Australian Government on a range of issues, including building deafblind awareness within the NDIA, NDIS provider registration, amendments to the NDIS Act, and the development of rules and standards that will apply to what supports and services are funded under the NDIS in the future. It's important that the NDIS is aware of the range of services, products, and supports that deafblind people need so that nothing is left out. Deafblind Victoria. June 2024 saw the completion of projects that have run for several years and helped build our organisation, strengthen the deafblind community, and raise awareness. Deafblind Awareness Month was a great time to reflect on how far we have come as a group, run by and for deafblind people. Activities in June included a deafblind awareness display in Flinders Lane, including Robert's photography and Alison's Auslan alphabet, Daryl's clay craft workshop, yarn bombing politicians at State Parliament, deafblind communication workshop with Heather, Day on the Bay with Able Australia and Dolphins and Seals, Deafblind Awareness Week Celebration Day included food, fun, and presentations from Rodney and Michelle. As all our fixed-term contracts came to an end, we were thrilled to secure funding for 4 new projects, starting in July. A restructure has allowed us to employ permanent part-time staff and recruit some new workers. The majority of paid staff are deafblind. The new projects are a deafblind community hub that facilitates access to mainstream community activities, a peer support network involving outreach, digital resources, and life skills, how to claim human rights resources and training with BHART, and a website called Touching Lives, a history of deafblind community in Victoria. Deafblind West Australians. Deafblind West Australian Annual General Meeting. Date 17th of August 2024 at 2 p.m. Where? Lake Monga Recreation Centre, 144 Gregory Street, Wembley in Perth. Hunter Deafblind Group. Hunter Deafblind Connect. Hunter Deafblind Connect project is officially completed but has not ended. Our application for ongoing funding was not successful in the recent grant applications, and unfortunately, DSS mispresented in their publication of successful grants that a CDAH grant that was successful for the DB community, but this was incorrect. We would like to congratulate deafblind Victorians on their successful grant application and look forward to the ongoing great work they do. We are currently lobbying government and DSS for funding as we continue to operate supported by CDAH. June Deafblind Awareness event was a huge success at Newcastle Museum, where we had over 120 people involved in 3 sessions of deafblind simulated interactive activities. Hunter and Sydney Deafblind members developed the event and were the presenters of lived experience on the day. We had successful coverage on the day from the local TV station, the Hunter's leading newspaper, and a professional videographer captured moments of the day. Stay tuned on Facebook, Hunter Deafblind Group, for more to come. For further information, please contact Justin Lorenz or Alicia Cooper. Usher Kids Australia. We regularly update and add resources to our website. Discover our latest resource on Usher syndrome, packed with essential information and practical strategies. Don't miss out. Download it now to empower yourself and others in the Usher syndrome community. Charge Syndrome Australasia. International Charge Syndrome Awareness Day. 8th August 2024. This year's theme is charge. How do you spell it? And the aim is to create the word charge in a variety of ways to show the variability of charge. Why August 8th? It marks the day the paper on the discovery of the CHD7 gene was published online by Professor Connie van Ravenswaage Arts in 2004. On August 8th, create the word charge using a variety of materials such as Lego bricks or Scrabble tiles. Or friends could be the human letters. Or you can write it in sand or in the sky. Then, share the image on social media to have the word charge seen in hundreds of different ways right across the globe. Follow our Facebook page, Charge Syndrome Awareness Day. Follow our Facebook group called Charge Syndrome Awareness Day International Group. Or follow our Instagram page, Charge Awareness Day. Contact Claudia Wan's President and Madeline Rich, President. Charge Syndrome Australasia Symposium. Interdisciplinary care of a complex rare disease. Thursday, 22nd August. At Sydney Children's Hospital in Randwick. One ticket is $350 each. 2 or more tickets are $300 each. Students is $100. Charge Syndrome Australasia Conference. 23rd to the 25th of August 2024 in Sydney. You can now register for the Charge Syndrome Australasia Conference on the 23rd to the 25th of August 2024 at the Novotel Sydney Olympic Park. The theme is creating connections and peer learning, building capacity in our community. The purpose is to build capacity in people with charge syndromes and their family and carers. 2, achieve their goals, strengthen communities, and develop future leaders. There will be peer-to-peer activities and sharing of information by members of the community. Local and international healthcare professionals will also share information. International speakers include Dr. Kim Blake from Canada, Professor Tim Hartshorn from the US, Professor Casey Stratton Gatt from the US, and David Brown from the US. Other useful and interesting information. Deafblind self-advocacy workshops in Canada. The self-advocacy webinars are offered on the following dates: October 22nd at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Canadian time. October 24th at 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Canadian time. Webinar and ICF core set to deafblindness. We are on the finishing straight to the ICF core sets for deafblindness. But what is ICF? What are core sets? And why is this so very important? Join us for 10 minutes in our free DBL mini webinar introducing the ICF on Monday, August 19th, 6 p.m. Canadian time. Sign language interpreter provided. There will be a second webinar on Tuesday, August 20th, Canadian time. For details, go to the Deafblind International Facebook page. DBIINT. Deafblind Resource Course. In partnership with NextSense, Able Australia have created a free-to-access Deafblind Resources course. New resources are added regularly. Thank you.